I kind of wanted to live a normal gay man's life. Like I wanted to be able to meet other guys and, do that sorts of things, but you can't really do that if you're not out yet. And I started to think about that, I may not have a career in hockey anymore.
In the NHL, Nashville Predators prospect Luke Prokop recently came out as gay, becoming the first active player under NHL contract to do so, saying he believes coming out will allow him to live his most authentic life and become the best player he can.
Hockey has always been a huge part of our family. All my friends are from hockey. All my good memories are through hockey. You'd always get asked the question growing up, what would you want to be if you weren't a hockey player? And I could never answer. Hockey was it. When I was 14 years old, I moved to an academy in Kelowna called Pursuit of Excellence. That was a team where we would spend a lot of time together, so there would be talks of, girls and their bodies and stuff like that. And that's kind of sort of when I started to figure out that, I might be different from my teammates. Hockey was kind of the escape being on the ice. So it definitely distracted me a little bit from the locker room talk. I had to make up fake girlfriends sometimes and do things that I probably, regret doing. Just seeing that I was different and, maybe not really accepting it at that time. I don't think it really affected me until I completely understood who I was, as a gay man. And that was probably not until I was 17 years old. That point in time really started to affect my hockey because, there were rumors and being outed was something that was terrifying for me. I knew no matter what with my sister that she was going to be awesome with it, and I just had a weird feeling and, decided to go tell her with a leap of faith.
And it was a lot of emotion. There wasn't any preconceived thoughts about something like that. Definitely the first emotion was shock. I know that I said to him, I was like, I think I love you a little bit more now. I remember I said that. But yeah, it didn't, just making sure that he knew that he was accepted and loved and that it just didn't change anything for me.
Yeah. This was also intense.
I get a call from Luke. He's like, I really have to talk to you. I've been thinking about this for so long, been wanting to tell you. Oh my gosh, what's he gonna say? What's happening? And he came out and he was like, I'm gay. And I was like, oh my gosh, now I get to have you forever, no matter what. He was just my friend and I love him. And no matter what he was gonna tell me that night, whether it was that he loved me or that he loved boys, I love him no matter what. So I wasn't worried about what it was. I was ready to accept anything he had to tell me. It was almost like setting a precedent for no matter what my career turns into, no matter where I go or what I do, I'm gay and I want to play hockey, and it's a beautiful thing to see him completely and utterly himself.
I wasn't bringing my best self to the rink every day. I was hiding a part of me, and that part was affecting me on the ice. On July 19th was, the date that we set for me to come out. After I hit send on the phone, I went and sat down on our chair, and I pretty much just dropped into the chair. It just felt like there had been so much weight lifted off my shoulders. It was a little bit scary because I didn't know what the reaction was gonna be. I just felt so free in that moment, knowing that I was okay with who I was. And that's really all that mattered to me. My friends were okay with who I was, my family was. I didn't need anyone else, reassuring me from the outside, and I was okay with who I was. I was shocked with how much news it got, how much media I had to do afterwards.
A historic, monumental day in the National Hockey League.
A prospect for the Nashville Predators has become the first player under contract to publicly say he's gay.
No NHL player, active or retired, has ever come out publicly.
It's not about himself. I think he more did it for other people and to inspire others to be comfortable in their own skin. And, he tells stories of, people that have came out to him or come out publicly because of him. And that was the point of why he did what he did. And it's truly changing the game.
With Luke, there was no chance that we were not going to have a Pride Night. He wanted to kind of get it out to his community and make Rogers Place an accepting place for anyone in the LGBTQ2S+ community to come out and support and watch him play in a big game for him.
I felt accepted. My teammates, I think they were a little bit shocked that night of, how much support that there was for me and how many queer hockey fans that there are. I had a lot of people come up to me after the game, a lot of teammates saying that that was the most important game that they had ever been a part of.
I think the biggest thing that makes Luke a great role model in any community, but especially when it comes to coming out, is his vulnerability and his utmost confidence in himself. That came with him being so determined about coming out to the world, no matter what the consequences or the outcomes would be.
As the only openly gay male hockey player, he's carrying that burden alone right now, and so he's constantly working and talking to people and supporting, and yeah, countless hours.
I'm just excited for the game of hockey. I think that there's a lot of room to grow. It's shown through my experience that the hockey community is very accepting. Pride just means that I get to be okay with who I am. I can live the way I want. I can celebrate who I am with my family and my friends. I can celebrate it with other queer people. You can play hockey, you can do what you want and be who you are. It shouldn't have to matter anymore.